you're doing really well and having a lovely day. My name's Hayley and this is Sew Hayley Jane. If you are new around here, I run Sew Hayley Jane, which is a sewing subscription box company. Every month we send out beautiful boxes of fabrics, sewing gifts, haberdashery goodies, all curated around a fun theme every single month. So I will link to the website below so you can take a look at that. But today I am here to talk about my summer sewing plans. I have a pretty big stack of fabrics here to show you. My Sojo currently is in full force right now, so I'm going to run with it. I do not normally sew this much. I probably won't sew this much, especially not in it's not going to happen in a week. It's going to be a couple of months of sewing. But as we all know, the Sojo can come and it can very quickly disappear again. So I'm just going with it. I've made some plans, I've bought some new patterns, which I'm very excited about, and I'm just going to go with it. Before we get started, I just wanted to show you, if you have been around here a little while, you will notice my studio space has had a bit of a glow up. It's looking rather nice, I think. My husband Andy, he works with me as well, and he is the tech guy, and we are finally getting our acting gear to get the sort of YouTube studio area looking how I want it. So I hope you like it. So, summer sewing plans. It has been a very hot few days. We had some very hot days last week as well. Sun's disappeared a little bit now, but you know, it is only the middle of June. So we've got a couple of months of summer ahead of us, hopefully. And I want some really lovely, comfortable, lightweight clothes for those hot months because I find the summer so hard. I really do. I love autumn, I love winter, I love spring. I do enjoy summer, but on those hot days, I struggle a lot. Before we get started, I will just tell you I am wearing a Colette Minetta dress. Sadly, the Minetta dress is no longer in production. Whether it's available as a PDF, I'm not sure, but you might be able to find the pattern on eBay. I'm not sure why they stopped it because it's a really lovely, really simple jersey pattern, and the fabric is a viscose jersey that was in my boxes last year. Or was it last year or was it 2 years ago? I can't remember, I'll have to have a look actually. That's the only one I didn't sort of think about. But I lengthened it to a maxi dress. I'll insert a picture so that you can see the full effect, and it's really, really comfortable. I love wearing this. Right, on to the plans for the summer. So I've got a list here of what I'm planning. Got my stack of fabrics to show you. So first things first, if you are not living under a rock, you might know that shirring is having a bit of a moment, and I wanted to get on the shirring train. And I had a go. So my original plan was to make a version of the Tilly and the Buttons Sophia jumpsuit from her Make It Simple book. I liked the look of the jumpsuit, but because it's not designed for the curviest of bodies, I don't think. So in order for it to fit over my hips, the bodice was really, really big and it just looked awful. So I thought I would have a go instead of making a shirred bodice to attach to the trousers. The actual bodice bit was really simple to do. I just cut a big rectangle. I took my bust measurement, and I think I add half my bust measurement again, I think, to the front. So I took the measurement from the side across the front and then from the side across the back, and then I added another half, if that makes sense. And yeah, just stitched a big rectangle, hemmed the top, and then I did shirring, and my goodness me, this took a long time just to do this bit. But I'm really proud with how it looks actually, and it is going to be really comfortable to wear. Unfortunately, the original plan with the Sophia trousers was a big old no-go. it looked horrendous. I'm not sure why, because I've made the Sophia trousers before and I still wear them. So I'm not really sure what went wrong there. Maybe it was the fabric. This fabric, by the way, is a tencel that I got from Sew Me Sunshine about 2 years ago. So it's really beautiful, really soft, really drapey. And I do have the rest cut out currently as the trousers, but I unpicked it. So I'm thinking of just sort of attaching a gathered skirt to the bodice. Because obviously I turned the rest of the fabric into the trousers, there now isn't enough fabric. So what I'm planning to do is chop up the side seams, and then I've got 4 panels of fabric to use in a skirt. And then I thought I would also add this really gorgeous bright yellow daisy print viscose. This I actually got from from a potential supplier. I wanted to sort of test their shipping and their quality and things like that. They did take a while to ship though, so whether or not I use them for our boxes, I'm not sure. But this is a really gorgeous yellow viscose, and I do have a very, very small amount of it up on my outlet shop, so I will link to that below. There's literally, I think there's 6 or 7 meters, so not much. But what I thought I would do was make a panelled gathered skirt to attach to the bodice using this yellow viscose and the rest of this tencel fabric, which I think will look really nice, and just a long flowing maxi gathered skirt I think will be really nice. There's something about when you wash fabric and dry it outside, it makes it smell. It smells so nice. So that is plan number 1. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Oh, notes have got caught on the threads. Then I've been on a bit of a pattern purchasing spree. I have seen so many gorgeous patterns coming up recently, and then my daughter Mia as well, she is 4 and she has started asking me to make her a dress. I did make her some dungarees last summer, and then she very quickly decided that she was only ever going to wear dresses, so the dungarees have not been worn, which is a bit sad. But I'll talk about that later. My first or second after the shared dress plan is the True Bias Mave skirt, which I purchased yesterday, and then I purchased it PDF and then I sent the files. We've got a really lovely printer in Romsey near me. They are called Studio if anyone is local, and you just send over the files and they'll print it off on their giant printer. And they don't fold it up, they roll it up, so there's no like creases in the paper when you first start, so that's really nice. But yes, the True Bias Mave skirt is a really lovely, really simple, it's a kind of skirt I used to wear a lot of when I was about 20. They're so comfortable. It's just an elasticated waist and then a gathered tiered skirt, and you can have it as like a mini skirt, add another tier and it's a midi skirt, and add a final tier and it's a maxi skirt, which is probably what I'm going to go for depending on how much fabric. I have 2 fabric contenders for the Mave skirt. You need 2.7 meters or up to 2.7 meters of fabric for the full length largest size Mave skirt, and they go from a size 0 to a size 30, which is about a 59-inch hip, which is really good sizing, I think. I have about a 54-inch hip, so that's very good. I'm very happy with that. So the 2 fabrics I have got to choose from, the first up is this Lady McElroy Dotty About Dots in Cinnamon Viscose, which was the luxury fabric in my Autumn Hues box, which was in October 2020. So I've had it sat in my stash for nearly 2 years, and I really want to get this sewn into something, and I think a full length swishy skirt would be perfect. It's got loads of drape. Let me unfold it. It's got loads of drape, sorry it's a bit creased, loads of drape and a really nice weight to it as well. So it's not crazy flimsy. Some viscoses can be incredibly lightweight, but this one has a nice bit of weight to it as well. So I think that will look really nice, and I'm planning on just pairing it with a simple white t-shirt or any colour t-shirt, to be honest. Well, maybe not any colour t-shirt, but a white t-shirt. I recently made the So Over It Ultimate t-shirt, which I really love. I love the shape of it. I love that it's got bust darts for the larger sizes, and it's got 3 different necklines. It's got a sort of a high scoop, a lower scoop, or a v-neck. So I will probably make myself a couple of really basic t-shirts using that pattern as well to match with this skirt. So that is fabric number 1 for the Mave skirt. And then the second option is this. This is so beautiful. This is a cotton gabardine that we had in the... This is a cotton gabardine from See You at 6 that we had in our June boxes last year, Escape to the Country, and you can see why. It's got this beautiful landscape design in these gorgeous colours, and it's so soft as well. Esther had this fabric. She, if you don't know, as well as the boxes, we do a little magazine every month, and I send the fabrics to 3 lovely ladies who, the main fabrics to 3 lovely ladies who make something, and Esther had this fabric and she made a gorgeous skirt out of it, and ever since then I've been very jealous and desperate to make a skirt. Like I said, the Mave skirt needs 2.7 metres, so hopefully I've got enough. I'm not entirely certain how much I've got here, but I think there's at least 2.5 metres, so I might be lucky and get that squeezed out. But it's so gorgeous. It's a cotton, and it's got, let me open it up. So it's not as lightweight as a viscose. It has got a bit more weight to it, but it's just so soft, and it's still got really nice drape to it as well. So it's kind of in terms of drapiness, I'd say it's somewhere between a viscose and a cotton poplin or a cotton lawn. Yeah, so the colours are just gorgeous. So my next pattern is a little bit different for me, but I have seen so many of this particular pattern coming up on Instagram, and everyone I see has been absolutely gorgeous. It is the Friday Pattern Company Saguaro Set, which is a trouser pattern and a top pattern, so it's like a co-ord set, but the top is a bit cropped, but the trousers are high-waisted. So I am not one who has ever, even when I was a teenager, has ever flashed my stomach. I had friends with like washboard stomachs, and that's never been me. But I don't know, I'm feeling quite inspired and intrigued by this one. I've seen, like I said, I've seen so many in all shapes and sizes, which is amazing, and it's a really inclusive sizing band. It goes right up to a 63-inch hip, which is incredible. So it goes up to from a size extra small to a 7XL, which is amazing. So I think I would be making the 2X in the trousers, and then slightly smaller in the top, because I'm much smaller on my top half than I am on the bottom. I'm not entirely certain on the fabric, so one possibility is this viscose linen, which I put in our April Pastel Perfection Classic boxes. So I've got, I think, 2.5 meters here in this sort of minty bluey green colour. It's really, really lovely. It's got that linen feel, but because of the viscose, it's got a bit more drape and it doesn't crease as easily as a regular linen does. But I don't know if I want both the trousers and top in this fabric. I'm worried that it might look a bit like scrubs. Not that scrubs are quite so fancy, but I don't know why that's what I've got in my head. But I'm definitely thinking I'll make the trousers out of this one, and then maybe the top in something else. Obviously, I know it's a co-ord, so it's supposed to have the same fabric, but I will have a think on this one. But this is a pattern I ordered yesterday as well and got printed, and the printers were so quick. Literally, they were ready. I sent it off about midday, and they were ready for me to pick up by 4 o'clock that afternoon. So amazing. So for the trousers, you need up to 2.6 meters, and for the top, you need up to 1.5 meters. So yeah, I'm not sure what fabric I want to use yet. I'm still thinking on that one, but I definitely want to give them a go. And even if I don't end up feeling comfortable wearing them out of the house, they're going to be really comfortable for wearing to lounge around the house in. So there's no losing here, I don't think. It's a win-win situation. And because it's all elasticated, there's not so much issues in terms of fitting, especially the trousers. I think I will probably need to do a shallow chest adjustment on the top, because I quite often have some gaping going on here, especially in a V-neck. But I am definitely keen to give that pattern a go, the Saguaro patterns a go. I think they look amazing. I've just seen so many people making them on Instagram and sharing their makes, and they are all gorgeous. So yeah, I'm keen to give it a go. Whether, like I said, whether I'll wear it out of the house or not, I don't know. Right, as I mentioned earlier, my daughter Mia, she's 4, she's about to start school in September, and she is obsessed with dresses. The twirlier the better. She has been asking me for a little while to make her a dress, and I took this fabric home and she saw it and she went, "Mummy, can you make me a dress from this fabric?" So I said, okay, let's do it. And we're gonna, whether she'll join me, I'm hoping that she'll help me with it and we can do it together and it can be a project this weekend. It's set to be a very rainy weekend, so I think that might be some plans. She keeps saying, "Mummy, have you made it yet?" I think she doesn't realise how much effort it takes to make a dress. But I put a question on my Instagram stories asking for kids' pattern companies, especially for dresses, like I said, for twirly dresses. She loves a dress that twirls. And I had a few suggestions come up, but the top one that I went for was Tada Patterns, which is an Australian pattern company, and they have some gorgeous dresses. A few others, there was Ellie and Mac, there was Waves and Wild, there was another one, Peony Patterns. They had some gorgeous patterns as well. So I'll link to all of those below. There was another one as well, Little Lizard King, that was it, Little Lizard King. They all had some really gorgeous dresses, so I'm a bit like, oh no, what have I gotten into? These dresses are all gorgeous. And I don't know if this is the same for all kids, but she can pull off any dress, any style, I feel like. So maybe it's just because maybe all kids are the same, I'm not sure. But anyway, so we have gone for, I showed her a few options and she chose the festival dress from Tada Patterns. It's got 3 different skirt options. She wanted the tiered gathered skirt, so like mother, like daughter, and it's got different bodice styles, so you can have the plain bodice, which is probably what I'll go for, or you can add like a front yoke, either a rounded one or a V-neck one, little frills on the straps, and then a sort of crossover detail at the back, or a button-up detail, which I think is what we'll go for at the back. So it's got a little cut-out bit, which she loves as well. The fabric she has chosen is this red viscose, which was in the most recent classic boxes, and I do have some of this on the outlet shop available, and in blue, a sort of baby sky blue as well. So again, it's viscose, so it's got this lovely drape. It's going to twirl real good. She is going to love it. Yeah, I'm excited to get that made for her. I hope she wears it. Like I said, I made her 2 pairs of Waves and Wild Heyday dungarees last summer, which she wore. She wore 1 pair once, and then she got covered in sandy, muddy sand at the beach and never wore them again. But she asked for another pair in a really gorgeous floral Lady McElroy cotton lawn, which I made, put so much effort into, and she will not wear them. It's like a real sticking point. She just will not wear them. So I've told her that we're giving them to a friend instead, and she said that's okay. So fine. But I think she will wear this because she loves dresses. So hopefully all the effort won't be gone to waste. So that is that. That's our plan for this weekend. Just going to have a drink. Next up, if you watched my video last week, you will see that I made the SeaChange jumpsuit from Pattern Emporium in a Lisa Taylor fabric that we had in the luxury boxes in June. I absolutely love it. I made it and I wore it about 3 days in a row. Obviously it's gone in the wash now, but I really love it and I'm really keen to make some more, but with a few adjustments. First of all, I want to make a shorter version. Just below knee length is where I'm comfortable, and go in a little bit. I need to make it a bit smaller on the bodice. If you watch my video from last week, I'll link to that below as well, and you can see the kind of alterations I'm planning to make. But I'm hoping I have got enough fabric here to squeeze it out of. This is from May 2021's box. It was called Wildside, so it's this gorgeous blue leopard print viscose. Clearly I'm a big lover of viscose. There's a lot of viscoses here, but it's the summer and viscose is just so comfortable to wear. So yes, we've got this gorgeous blue leopard print viscose, and I think this is going to look amazing in a jumpsuit. So lightweight and so comfortable to wear. So yeah, I'm really, really keen to get this one made up. And I love with the SeaChange jumpsuit that you can still wear it as it gets colder. You can put like a long sleeve top underneath. Tights, if I might make a even shorter, like above knee length version for the winter to wear with tights underneath as well. I think that would look really cool too. So yeah, nothing much more to say on that one, but that is plan number, what have we gone for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's plan number 5. Woo. Then finally, I have fabric, but I don't have a plan for it as yet. So I went to the new Craft House Spring Fling party back in April up in London. Luckily I managed to get to the shop before it closed, before they got ready for the party that evening. And they've got loads of gorgeous fabrics, but the one I went for was this one, which is called Blue Madras Check. It's a cotton. It's a bit crinkled because it's been washed and not ironed yet. And I got 2.5 meters, and I'm not entirely certain what I want to do with it, but I know that I want to make something for the end of July because I'm going to a barn dance. I have not been to a barn dance for years. My sister-in-law turned 50 this year and her dad turned 80 this year. So they're having a big joint celebration, having a barn dance, which is very exciting. And I thought I need to make something out of this fabric because it's going to be perfect for something like that, don't you think? So a couple of ideas. Like I said, I've got 2.5 meters. So I'm wondering, can I squeeze out a Deer and Doe Myosotis dress or a Tilly and the Buttons Lyra dress? If not, I might make the Experimental Space Hayley shirt that was included in the most recent, in the June boxes, with the sort of the flouncy sleeve. I think that might look quite nice too. Paired with jeans maybe. Oh, or a skirt. I don't know, I feel like I want a dress so that, because I like a twirl as well, as much as a 4-year-old does, I like a skirt that twirls too. But yeah, let me know if you've got any ideas on what I could make with this one. Let me know. The pattern matching obviously is a bit daunting. We will see whether or not I actually do any pattern matching. If I can avoid it, I will. So maybe a shirt's not such a great idea. Maybe I need something that just pulls over instead. Let me know if you've got any ideas. Right, those are my sewing plans for the next couple of months. I hope you enjoyed having a look at what I'm planning to make. Let me know in the comments below one pattern that you are planning to make one pattern that you're planning to make over the summer. And obviously if you like this video, I would love you to give it a like, and if you're not already subscribed to my channel, that would be amazing too. I will put all the links below to all the patterns. And yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. I hope you have a really lovely day. Bye.